Hello, everyone. Um, First of all, excuse the mess back here. It's Albert's stuff. Um, that'll be gone in a little bit whenever I come back. I promise you. I'm going to do the readings a little bit different today. The last two videos I had, I offered readings on, and the first one was at the end of it where I did readings from before, and I don't think a lot of people caught that at the end, so I only got 3 requests from that, and I was kind of hoping there'd be more, and I held off a bit, and no more came, so I thought I'd release another one requesting more and for more readings. And the second one was more successful. I got a lot of requests, so I'm going to add those few from the first one into this one. I'll do those first, so it'll be a little different. But that also means there's going to be 2 drawings for free readings. Now I'm going to do those drawings now, and then I'll do up another short video just for the 2 winners alone. Okay, so if you win the drawing, you won't be in this video yet. I'll do yours. I'll try to have it out later on today or tomorrow. So please bear with me. All right, and let me put this on camera just so you all can see yourselves. Okay, so here we go. If this is for the first reading I sent out notice for, it was for February 2nd, where it was at the end of other readings I had done, and only 3 people requested readings for that one, and one of them had already gotten a full spread reading, so I removed her name from this one so everyone else can have a chance. So we only have 2 for this one. So if you had asked for a reading in the second, if you had asked for a reading on February 2nd's video, your odds of winning would have been very, very good. Okay, let's see. Let's give it a spin and see if it's rain or teacup. Good luck, folks. Who is it? Who is it? It's rain. Yay. Congratulations, Rain. You'll be getting a full spread reading coming up in my next video. And I'll promise I'll have that out very soon. Okay. Here's a list of everyone for the second drawing for this reading. Or these 2 readings, I should say. And I should note that if you've already won once this year, I won't put your name back in the list until we run out of names. I'd like to give everyone a chance. So here's everyone. You can see on the list that's requested drawings, minus the one person who's already gotten a free full reading. And let me click this and let's see who's the grand winner. Good luck, everyone. It's Nat. Nat. Hey, Nat. Nat's been on this channel for a long time, and she's never gotten a free reading like this before. She's only gotten a single individual reading. So congratulations, Nat. You'll be getting a full one coming up in my next video, which I'll have out very soon. I promise. I'll try. Okay. So, okay, there you see. Congratulations to Rain and to Nat. You two will both be getting a reading, a full spread reading together, both of you, in my next video, which I'll be releasing later today or tomorrow, as soon as I possibly can. But let me do everyone else's readings first, and I'll put your two's readings together in one video. Okay? Well, that's all it goes. So let's get down to some readings. Well, now through the magic of pre-recorded video, oh, didn't quite do it. Something must be wrong with my snapper here. No, that didn't work. Let me try that again. Oh, that's more like it. Not a great job, but it'll do. See my puppy up there asleep. Being an angel while that lasts. Okay. Anyway, let's get into those readings. Here are the two readings for the February 2nd video. So, let's get set up here. Turn the camera down. Okay, before I get started, I want to do the singing bowl. Okay, get in touch with the good spirits to guide me. Now, T-Coop wanted a rune reading, but here we go, T-Coop. Nope. I dropped one. Holy crapola. Okay, this one jumped out, so I'm going to count that in. And of course, that goes in. Yep, it jumped right out of my bag. Wow. It was very strong on those. Okay. T-Coop first of all, it's saying you're going to have strength. Something is a situation is requiring you to be strong. Um, if you have a job, there's a possible promotion coming up. Um, hmm. It warns about your health, though. You got to be careful about your health. And there might be someone uh, influencing your life from a distance. It might not be someone real close to you or something, but someone is somehow messing with your life a bit. Um, doesn't say if there's positive or negative here. I would say it's possibly for the better. Someone's influencing your life for the better. Um, I see an ambition, a great ambition for something, um, something you want to do, accomplish. A breakthrough's coming up. Your your ability to um, for your foresight and to see the future and premonitions, all of that is very high in the near future here or right now in this present time. So listen to them. Follow your gut instincts. Um, and this is also the rune of growth. So it's a good time to grow personally. Um, Now, there's going to be a slowdown for things in your life here. It's going to seem like everything's just about come to a standstill. Um, you might be feeling an energy loss. It's kind of like a cooling down period. You might feel the need for some separation for your own time, your own privacy. Yeah, it's a time to focus and excuse me. There might also be some ill feelings um, in play here. I'm not sure exactly, but whatever the situation is, though, it looks like you're going to come out ahead, victorious. Um, yeah, once again, this is showing clear vision. So your foresight and premonition are very strong, very strong. Um, Honor, achievement. Definitely, there's going to be some sort of advancement for you, some sort of something bestowed upon you. It's very positive. Um, it's going to be a good time. Yeah, I see both of these kind of seem to want to say, focus on yourself, um, get some rest. Now's a good time since things are slowing down. Get some rest. Take some care of yourself for a change. Um, there's so much potential in this reading. It's just it's unbelievable. Um, I see you're going to be freed up from something. Some sort of freedom is coming your way. Um, Now there's something coming to an end here at the very last part of it. Something will be ending, but with an ending, there's always a new beginning. Um, but now with this ending, it's going to be a little different. It's going to be an ending that's going to be really monumental for you. Okay, something you're not going to forget anytime soon. It's going to be really a major thing coming to an end. But it could also mean a major thing is starting too at the same time. It's all right, T Coop. Very good reading here. Very positive. Follow your instincts. follow those premonitions you get, and focus on yourself and enjoy all that's coming your way. All right, Kikoop. Now, Susan made a request for a reading both times on the 2nd and on the 20th. So I'm going to give her one for each time since she asked each time. Normally I don't give two, but since I'm doing this for two separate readings, then um, I'm going to go ahead and give her that. Susan said, okay, she had this dream 2 years ago. It took place at someone's grave. I can remember all of a sudden appearing under the ground with a casket, and the lid was open, and to my surprise, the body was still intact. I could tell that there was a woman dressed up in a long white hooded shroud or a dress. I stepped backwards and just looked at her, and then all of a sudden she sat up, turned her head, looked right at me. I was so scared that I woke up immediately. The first thing I thought of when I woke up was, could she be one of my ancestors? Okay. Okay. Now, the closest thing I could find to her being an ancestor, maybe, was you mentioned a shroud. There's going to be an unusual celebration ahead, likely to be connected with a legacy. And I'll read you the other things associated with your dream. But one thing that brings me to mind immediately, though, is this legacy thing. I'm wondering if somebody passed down something to you, a distant like a grandmother or a distant family member. Um, you have something of hers, maybe. Um, there might be something about that object that whoever showed you that dream was trying to point out to you, something that they really wanted you to know about that object. From the rest of your dream, though, I can't really understand why that would be. Um, but let's see. I'm looking up some keywords you mentioned, and casket is one. Um, and that would be a pretty frightening dream to begin with. But casket, it says sadness, but not grief, may be expected following a dream of a casket containing a body. Okay, frequently, I should tell you right offhand too, that frequently a dream of death indicates a birth. So I don't know if you had a birth in your family recently or if you soon will. Probably since this is an older dream, you should have already have had that. Um, to be aware of a dead person you cannot identify portends to an inheritance which may not be personally but could be indirectly beneficial. There we go with the inheritance thing. So yeah, I really think there's some sort of item. I can't get that out of my head that there's something, an item that's been passed down to you. Um, it was very precious, I think, to someone in your family. I had a little problem figuring out, though. Of course, I know dreams don't always make sense in what they show you, but you said that you all of a sudden appeared underground with the casket, and I don't understand how the lid was open and someone was sitting there looking at you underground, And then it mentioned you step backwards. So I don't know if you were in like a cave or something. But I know dreams, how they can be. Um, so let me see, grave. It's okay. A grave is not a happy dream omen. Um, okay. Uh, this says an open grave predicts sad news from a distance. Says to fall into a grave is a sign of lost friendship. You didn't fall into it, but you were there when it's open. Now, a lot of these are just kind of contradict each other, and the only one that really lined up was like the inheritance, um, the thing you're going to, the thing you won or was given, bequeathed, I guess you could say. Um, and that would make it associated with an ancestor. And it could be, like I said, it could be your ancestor trying to let you know that this was my item and this meant a lot to me. And, you know, it might be saying, I want you to have it. I want you to take care of it. It was my treasure. Now you have it, and I would like you to treasure it as well. Let me see if white has anything to do with it. Um, white. Oh, it's a good dream omen. So obviously, this person meant you no harm. So yeah, I, I really think, Susan, that that's what this dream is about an ancestor, like you suspected, and you should just. I don't know. I don't know if she gave you something. If she did, or it could be a he, but for some reason I'm thinking it's a woman from your description. This thing that you got from her, maybe take special care of it. It might make them very happy. Now the readings for February 20th. Here we go. Sherry wanted a reading from the Mystical Shaman Oracle cards. And I like this. Before there was time, before there was language, there were the sacred symbols. And the sacred symbols, I got powder on them. Sacred symbols refer to certain people and the roles they play and the meanings of different objects and basic elements in most of the early primitive beliefs that still hold meaning today. I'm shuffling these up for Sherry. Sherry. cards have to say for you. Okay, Sherry. And since this is a special reading for everybody, like everyone else, you're getting the 3-card reading, which only comes when I give these pre-recorded readings. I don't do this many cards when I do the live. You got the Serpent. Next, oh, come on, let go. I powdered these cards and they still don't want to come unstuck. Okay, next up, you got the Seer. The Seer, who is someone that can see the future. And last one is the Holy Mountain. So, let me see what the book has to say. Starting off with the Serpent. The essence of it. The serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden and reminds us to shed the past the way she sheds her tired old skin. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. The invitation. The serpent power of the Kulani, I can't pronounce it, I'm sorry, Kundalini, there we go, I think that's it. The serpent power of the Kundalini is stirring within your chakras, gently asking you to embrace its mystery. Shed the old skin that you have been so attached to, and welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly that will bring you a fresh experience of your life. Your passion and sexuality are awakening, and this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of Serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful, original manifestation. The medicine? When you shed the past gracefully, life will not strip it away with great drama. Indeed, that is something you want to avoid. Do not use your energies to seduce others or allow yourself to be seduced, even by your own ideas. Okay. Next one is the Seer. The essence. The Seer represents the capacity to reach beyond the obvious details of life into the hidden realm, where information is available to those with the discernment to perceive it. This symbol represents psychic perception, intuition, and the capacity to know something without prior exposure. The Seer knows truth and always seeks truth beyond all else, and sees reality as it truly is, without judgment. The Seer can read between the lines and understand what is not being said. He represents the power of clarity and being able to recognize patterns. The invitation. The Seer invites you to trust your intuition and follow it as it leads you forward. You may feel lost when it happens that your hunch is taking you in circles or even in a maze, but the hidden realm don't follow rules of two-dimensional maps. Trust your gut and allow your perception of your circumstances to widen to include the nuances and subtle cues that you normally miss if you take things at face value. The Seer has gifted you with his magic. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Your vision is clear. The medicine? The seer has arrived now to challenge you to get out of denial and begin telling yourself the truth about your situation. Wishful thinking will not make what you desire happen when you're refusing to see things as they are. The truth may hurt, but it will set you free to claim the bounty that is waiting for you to notice it. When this is a moment of true power, the seer offers you his medicine. When you are ready, surrender your vision to Spirit and ask to be shown the truth, no matter the price. Once you do so, your eyes will open and you will receive a powerful gift. And the last one is the Holy Mountain. And the essence of this: native people around the earth recognize mountains as places of great power where one encounters spirit or where the gods or goddesses reside. In ancient Greece, Mount Olympus was the home of the 12 main gods and goddesses. In Tibet, pilgrims circumambulate Mount Kailash to bring prosperity. In Peru, pilgrims climbed the ice-capped Mount Alsangate to receive the starlight and bring fire to the earth. And the invitation. The Holy Mountain invites you to go on a sacred pilgrimage to acquire vision and perspective. First, you must accept the present situation as an opportunity to discover higher understanding. Find a sacred altar where others who came before you have prayed and found wisdom, and make your offering there. Make a commitment to walk with courage, love, and compassion until you see with clarity the perfection of all. The medicine? When the Holy Mountain shows up, it is time to be active. Do not let your doubts deter you and keep you bound. This is a time to leap over challenges and to remember that from the top of the mountain there are no obstacles, only beauty and unobstructed view of the entire earth. And there's no need to go shopping for the right hiking boots or camping equipment to climb the Holy Mountain. You already have all the gear you need. Overcome any lethargy, indolence, and laziness, as these are the real obstacles. All right, Sherry. Okay, for Chris. The first one, physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Physical touch. Next card. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Simple acts of kindness. And that's always a good one to practice. And this is receive with love and appreciation. Gracious accept in a way to show love. Physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Sometimes a hug is exactly what is needed. Physical connection is important to humans. Hand-holding, kissing, and embracing. Back rubs, an arm around the shoulder, or a pat on the back are ways of expressing support, care, and encouragement, and more. Think about how good you feel when someone greets you in a warm hug or offers you a comforting hand. These small interactions can really help you with your day. Giving and receiving through touch helps to keep your heart open. Physical touch is immeasurably vital in keeping a spiritual bond. The delicate force provided through touch helps build trust and understanding in your relationships. Physical touch can calm, console, and express much more than words. A woodsman kisses the hand of a statue and changes her from stone to flesh. Imagine how important this could be. Giving someone a hand, a squeeze, a high five, or a hug can change someone's entire day. And I know that to be true. Sometimes somebody could be on the verge of just wanting to end it all, and you come forward and with a kind word or a simple act of kindness, maybe, which is the next card, and you can make all the difference in that person's life. You can show them there's something worth, going on with life. Okay, the simple act of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. One of the amazing aspects of love is that it supports the giver and the receiver. When you show care to others, you create further opportunities for kindness. When others are kind to us, it motivates us to pass that kindness on. Demonstrate kindness and bring more love into the world. Kindness can make the world a better place. Kindness has a satisfying ability to help you feel happier and more energized when you give it to someone. There are many simple ways to offer kindness, such as opening a door, holding the elevator, smiling at someone, or giving a compliment. Kindness is contagious and can have a lasting impact. A young boy wearing feathers feeds a squirrel. A variety of animals gather around him. The squirrel suggests it's time to create a space for giving. As you give, so you receive. The feathers on the boy's head represents your ability to become inspired. Act in kindness and see if you are motivated to do more. If you are attracted to another animal in the card, it may have a message for you. Set with the image and see what comes forth. 34. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. Being courteous when someone gives you something is simple consideration. The angels encourage you to graciously receive an act of kindness. Allow someone to express love by accepting what they want to do for or give to you. Being appreciative expresses your feelings through action. Extend your gratitude by saying a heartfelt thank you to those who take the time to help you. Showing appreciation is good manners. It demonstrates your respect for someone's time, knowledge, energy, or assistance, and that you truly realize what has been given to you. Open gratitude connects you to the giver in a deeper way. A sincere appreciation of people and their role in your life creates a mutual connection. A spirit sprite gently catches a snowflake on her hand. Snowflakes reflect a need for gentleness. You might interpret a snowflake as a message from heaven. The doves around the sprite's head are a confirmation that your feelings and intuitions are connected with your divine guidance. You can express this guidance by willingly expressing your appreciation. This is a sign that you are open to receiving further guidance. Once you do this, your blessings will be limitless. Next up, Kim F. wants whispers of love also. So let me shuffle these for Kim. Okay, for Kim. Okay, look to your inner strength. You're stronger than you realize. Okay, next one up. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere, all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. And the last one. Oh, there's the back of the cards, and this is a copy of that. It says, I love you. These are powerful words. And it's like an angelic harp going on there. So, let me give you what these mean. 11 is look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. The angels are asking you to dig deep inside your inner self. The strength is in you. Though it may not feel like it right now, you will be able to push through this. Believe in yourself, and when you know you already have the power you need within you. When you are in a state of empowerment, you can live from a natural state of peace. Being stressed or afraid is not a natural way of life. Try to figure out what is challenging you and disconnect from whatever is creating stress. Establish boundaries and take back your personal power. This is an ideal time to develop a new way of thinking. What has been dominating your thoughts? Are you caught up in old patterns? You have control over your feelings. Remind yourself that you have the inner strength to tackle whatever you are currently facing. Phew. A crowned goddess is holding a delicate and translucent ball in her hand. At the center of the ball, there's a solitary female. This may refer to feeling small or blocked. The emphasis of the goddess crown symbolizes higher knowing. You have more power than you realize. Believe in your inner strength. Okay, next one is love is all around you. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Look around and recognize that love is showing itself to you always. It comes in the smile on a stranger's face, simple acts of kindness, and the warm sun and a blue sky. Life is wonderful. How lucky you are to be so loved. If you feel you need a little more love, look around you. Take in all that is happening. Look at everything you have achieved. Feel love from family, neighbors, friends, your co-workers, pets, or animals in nature. Can you feel the love? Think about the love in your life that you may not have noticed. Love comes in diverse shapes and varieties. Know who and what you love, and who and what loves you in return. A woman spins around with arms out wide. The many images on her skirt of individuals, couples, and the nature reflects her environment. Her open arms are a beautiful reminder to keep an open heart and mind. Love is always around you. And the last one is I love you. And these are powerful words. Whether you are addressing a pet, a friend, your partner, or yourself, these are the most important words you can say. Do not hold these words in. Giving them often and freely will not take their power away. Be ready and willing to say, I love you. Recall the last time you expressed love for yourself. Do you love who you are? Do you avoid thinking about how you feel about yourself? Expressions of love are powerful for anyone to receive, including you. Take a moment to acknowledge what an incredible person you are. Declare, I love you. Let that love emanate from you out into the world. A golden-hued angel claps her hands over her heart and gazes into the heavens. She is a reminder that angels do watch over you. If you are not in a loving space, the angels can help by saturating you with unconditional love. The golden collar of the angel could denote the sacred chakra. This is the chakra of relationships, feelings, emotion, and identity. Clear and balance your sacral chakra. Clear and balance your sacral chakra. That's a hard one to say. All right, Kim, I hope that makes some sense to you. Phoenix 1 dealing with the lunar cycles, and the one that really came to mind offhand is Moonology. With Moonology, let's see what Phoenix gets. Oh. Okay, dropped a bunch. So these two must be really applicable to you, Phoenix. And I'll draw you one more on top of these. This says, let your moon be your guide. Okay, let's give you one more card. And that gives you the new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. The new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. And the full moon in Cancer, which says a personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, work through your fears. This card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix, wow, that's rising above the ashes. This was meant for you. As the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. This is what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that you know you are magical when this is a time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of a drought, and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is a sign that likes to go deep into body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. It's attuned to the moon. Have some sexy time. Additional meanings for this card. Time to let go of a grudge you're holding. Move on from jealousy. Stop being obsessive. Could it be you're paranoid? Wow. And then make an investment. The teaching of this card. Scorpio is a sign of death and rebirth, magic and shamans. Its energy is a bit dark, occult, even scary. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's working through your dark side that you can get to the light. And the new moon in Scorpio and the appearance of this card at any other time suggests you need to do that now. Your hard work is paying off. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. What has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy with your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform you your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Draw this card suggesting it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is you want to achieve. Make a proper plan and execute it well. You need to get more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for studying or teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. The teachings of this card. Capricorn is a sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes toward the ending of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list for your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that the planning and discipline you can achieve whenever you set your mind to it. And full moon in Cancer. Okay, full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. Things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move toward your goal or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time, also heralds a time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests that a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and that it's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. It may be best to move forward what you want in a sideways manner. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy. Stop sulking. Have you had enough family time recently? The teachings. The heightened emotion of the Moon-Cancer combination cannot be ignored. However, Cancer is one of the Moon's two home signs, along with Taurus. So astrologically speaking, the Moon loves to be in this sign. In fact, she rules Cancer. This means that this card, there's a sense that all is as it should be, or don't worry, all will be well. All right there, Phoenix? Okay, next up we have two requests for the Rune Oracle cards. So first one is Marine. Okay, Marine. You have Ansus, Othello, and the last one is Alceste. Okay, first one, Ansus, means mouth. The key word is word. The rune is linked to the word and language. The card represents Odin, the god of war, magic, knowledge, and poetry. He is speaking while the two figures on each side are listening to his prophecy. Runic inspiration, Ansus, which literally means mouth, has to do with all that is conveyed orally. The word is a powerful weapon. It can seduce, deceive, or dispel the darkness of illusion. All facets of communication are considered in this card: exchanging ideas, teaching, comprehension, lies, deceit, flattery, and secrets. Suggestions for meditation. What does verbal communication mean for us? Do we always express our ideas, or are we timid and prefer hiding what we truly think? Also, can we keep a secret and know when to keep quiet when circumstances require? The Ansus card helps us in those situations where there is an exchange and verbal communication. Okay, next one up is Othello. Othello means nobility. The key word is tradition. This rune is connected with wealth, but above all, to what we inherit from our ancestors. A noble sheik, dressed luxuriously, studies a golden urn covered with precious stones that most likely is part of the treasure left to him by his ancestors. Runic inspiration, blood ties, however problematic or intolerable, are still important and implicates us for all our lives. It is essential to recognize the value and realize that we are the result of our past, and we must start from our roots to develop our heritage that is rich and plentiful. Suggestions for meditation. Do we respect our ancestors and their traditions? Which ties do we often find difficult to abandon, and which, on the other hand, would it be wise to rediscover? Othello anchors us to our identity, reinforces blood ties, and bestows well-being. And the last one is Alceste. Okay, Alceste. It means elk. The key word is strength. This card is tied to willpower, a fundamental quality for confronting difficult situations. The rune means elk, an animal that for the Germanic people represented the ability to defend oneself and resist adversity. The man strikes the anvil with his hammer and sharpens his weapons in preparation for battle. In this difficult moment, resistance is needed, and the only way to garner this quality is by continuous physical, emotional, and spiritual training. One needs to give one's all at every juncture of one's existence. Indeed, the card represents the value of generosity as well. Do we always give 100% of ourselves, or do we sometimes hold back, inventing some excuse? Are we capable of self-denial? How much are we willing to sacrifice for others? Alceste is helpful in any situation where patience and diligence are required. All right. And the next one is for Susan. For Susan, we have Wunyo. We have Sorisaz. And last of all, we have Nothes. This one means joy. Keyword is bond. James Bond. No, keyword is bond. Wunyo is linked to union, the couple, and serenity in the family. A man and a woman holding hands. They are bearers of complementary values, and together are able to build something that they could not on their own, because each one has something the other is missing. The inspiration? The essence of the card is the importance of having solid and sincere bonds. Furthermore, Wunyo speaks to us of traditions and roots. It is important to have a place to return to, be it a physical place or the love of a family. What do roots represent for us? Are we perhaps too attached to our childhood and the past, or are our memories a resource capable of regenerating and helping us in times of need? Wunyo helps to have greater balance in our love and family relationships. And Thurisaz means thorn, conflict or struggle. This rune is associated with struggle and the dangers involved in completing a challenge. Thor, the god of thunder and divine warrior, kills the poisonous serpent, and to do so he needs all of his courage. He does not fear pain or being bitten. You must take risks in order to win, and since the outcome is not clear until the end, you must accept this truth and banish fear. It is time to face your wild side. Let's focus our attention on how we react to change. Do we have the courage to get to the bottom of situations, or do we prefer to close our eyes when facing inconvenient truths, perhaps in fear of having too strong a reaction? The rune instills courage and clarity of thought each time we must face risk and potential danger. This one means necessity. The key word is time. Gnosis is tied to unalterable necessity, and thus with time and fate. The sand flows through the hourglass just as days and events flow through our lives. We cannot stop the flow of time, and we must submit ourselves to the rhythm of nature. The card carries a strict teaching. We must accept our destiny. Discipline and sense of duty are our allies. Everything has its moment. The moment of Gnosis is that, waiting and reflection. Do we really know how to wait and endure? Could patience be our ally? Are we able to apply ourselves and concentrate in order to solve our problems life has in store for us? This rune makes us disciplined and focused and is excellent for studying and for those facing an exam. All right, so there you go, Susan. I hope that says something for you. Cecilia wanted a rune reading. So let's pull up Cecilia, some runes. Cecilia. Hey, this is a toughie. Boy, Cecilia, first of all, it starts out with there's going to be some secrets coming out. Life's going to take some unexpected results, possibly as a result of those secrets being revealed. And you might find someone's being disloyal to you. Now you've been working on something, and it seems like someone's been working behind your back. Once again, breach of loyalty. Someone's going to betray you. Watch out for this person. I don't know. There's something coming to an end, but at the same time something beginning. And it might be the end of this friendship or whatever this person is to you. But something's coming to an end, and it's going to be a really distinctive a really distinctive ending. One you're not going to forget. But like with every ending, there's a new beginning. So keep that in mind to help hold you together through this period. I see blocked energy, restlessness, let me see. Questionable motives. This person, boy, this reading seems to be all about mostly this person. And I hope you know who it might be, because they're really going to mess with your life. It's 3 times in one reading that this person is mentioned. I'm hoping it's just one person. It might be more than one, but this person just seems to want to mess with your life and really cause you some troubles. Maybe revealing your secrets, being disloyal, betraying your trust. Watch out, okay? Boy, I wish I had something better to tell you, but just watch out for this person. All right, Cecilia. Oops. Well, this one jumped. Oh, this one wants to jump out too. Hold on, that one jumped out, so I'm taking that one. I'm taking that one. Those two just want to say, take me, take me. Well, it looks like the runes are really wanting to tell you something, Sheila. I've never had so many jump out at one time like that before. Okay. Definitely not those two. Maybe this one. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how that one goes. I thought I felt maybe a little something on that one. I'm not sure. Okay. I see potential here of freedom coming up. Something is going to be a duty, or something is going to be lifted off your shoulders. There's going to be a conclusion of some sort. Something's coming to an end, and once again, something's new's beginning. But with this ending, there's going to have a consequence of some sort to it. This is saying have patience. Watch for omens. There's, I think the spirits are trying to tell you something, and they're telling you, they're giving you messages through omens in your life, and you need to really watch and be aware of what's going on around you. Now, there's a warning. You might have to deal with some stress, obstacles in your way, maybe some sort of great need for something. Now, let's see. There could be a journey coming up for you, but that isn't necessarily a physical from this point to that point type journey. It could be more like a spiritual journey, a journey of the soul. Messages will be coming your way. Possible career thing might be coming up, a positive thing. It's a good time for you. Basically, you can do no wrong. Luck's on your side, but there is this warning. Once again, there's this warning. So I guess you're not completely invulnerable at this point. It's warning you. Maybe don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Maybe. It's kind of warning you. I think about this one is this might be the catcher. I see family problems or family needs. Something about the family. And also, by extension, you know, you might also consider your friends as family too. Might not be family by birth, um, but I see coming up anxiety and worry and stuff from this situation. Now, this doesn't quite seem to fit with the reading, so I'm questioning it. But you can tell me, and maybe if it does make sense to you, it's something's going to be revealed. Secrets are going to be revealed. Um, your path may take an unexpected turn along the way, um, and someone's going to be disloyal to you. Now, is it this family member? Possibly. I don't know. I don't think this really applies, but I'll let you be the judge of that. Okay. But overall, it's a pretty good reading. Sorry about the ending there, the family problems. But okay, Sheila. All right. For tarot cards. First up, we have Nancy Vu. Okay, Nancy. It looks like something bad has happened or soon will happen. And, doesn't look like it's having a whole lot of effect on you personally. Um, except other than the fact that you're going to take some time out, or you are taking time out to reevaluate your situation, not act on it yet. You know, you're just going to look at it and consider all possibilities on your next move and everything. Looks like someone has given you advice in the past, or perhaps a gift of some value. And it's apparently helped because you were kind of upset over an issue, and it changed your whole outlook. You were able to go on with no regrets and everything. The Wheel of Fortune changed all that, though, and it did go in your favor, or maybe soon will, which might relieve some of the problems you're having here. But I see a negative message. It's regarding the home or the family, and it reflects in this card too. It looks like possibly a money issue, but your family, the home life, is going to be in a little bit of disarray. Things are going to be a little bit out of your control in this whole situation. And I see some bad news coming up involving money or a financial problem. And in the end, I see some squabbling going on. I'm not sure which situation. The family problem or the money problem, or they might be tied together too. I'm not sure about that, but there's going to be some squabbling. Nothing major, minor bickering and just petty stuff, basically. Actually, it's pretty good compared to everything that's coming your way. It doesn't look like the end results are going to be all that bad. A few problems, but it looks like you should be able to get through with no difficulties or very little. All right, Nancy? Sorry that couldn't have been more positive for you, but yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay, next up we have Texas. Texas was asking about some investments, and I'm not sure how this will work. Let me see if I can make any sense out of it. If not, Texas, maybe you can. Okay. One thing I'm seeing here a lot of is the swords, which means a fight or possibly a victory. But let me tell you what it all has to say. Oops. Okay. You've been regretting something that you've neglected to do in the past, or you've left behind in the past, and boy, it's bothering you pretty bad, and kind of like a living nightmare type thing. Not so extreme, but it's bothering you because you didn't act on it when you should have, or you couldn't do it at the time, and it's really bothering you. See, it's been a good time on a relationship between you and someone else. Could be like a love interest, could be a friend, a family member, a business dealing. It's a good relationship between you and this other person. Now, you've not been acting on anything. You've been kind of contemplating, doing a lot of contemplating on issues without acting out on any certain thing. I see a gift or something coming your way, news or a gift, that seems to make you very happy. It's a very meaningful type news or gift or whatever, and I see coming up a victory of some sort. Okay, now it looks like you're going to be really focusing a lot on monetary issues. Okay. Here's another repeat of someone giving you something or bringing you news that's making you very happy. This one, next one here, this one reflects this one an awful lot, except I think what this is trying to say is that this contemplating that you've been doing, you know, you've made up your mind by this point, and you finally act on it, and it looks like your call, your sense of judgment has played off well, and it looks very positive in the end. The only drawback to this whole thing is that there's really very little actually dealing with monetary issues, which I know that was part of your question, well, very big part of your question. Except for this turn toward monetary, materialistic type concerns, less spiritual and more physical, money-based issues. But all right, Texas, I hope that might have answered your question. Next up on the list, I have April. Okay, April. In this reading, quick observation, it looks like the sticks or the wands are the most prominent in this reading out of everything. But it's saying there's been an issue you've been contemplating, kind of daydreaming about, looking at the options, what you're going to do, your next move in the future. And it looks like possibly a family member is going to help guide you in this situation. And they seem to know what they're talking about, so I'd listen to them. And by extension, a family member could also mean a friend if they're close, you know. Sometimes there's a fine line between the two. So someone's kind of advising you on something, possibly a home family issue. Not real certain about that, but I'm just saying that because of all the wands involved in this. Okay, it looks like the past has been very fertile for you. You were able to come up with ideas and very creative, and things you were trying to do have kind of turned out well. But somewhere along the way, you had a big decision to make, and it looked like you made a wrong move along the way. You acted on it just a little bit before you should have and didn't think it all the way through, and you got some bad news. And I'm thinking it's involved with that decision because it affects you, it bothers you pretty bad. And now it looks like things are going to go a little crazy, but not really in your favor. Okay, expect the unexpected to come up. And okay, I see news of a fight, an argument, a confrontation with somebody. It's going to go well. It's going to go in your favor. And here is someone advising you on money, giving you money advice. This person knows what they're talking about. It may be a woman, because that's what this suggests. But they know what they're talking about. They're good, level-headed people, and I'd listen to their advice if I were you. I see this burden you're carrying, and I'm not sure what it is exactly, unless it's as a result of this decision that's still hanging with you. And it's just not going away, and it looks like it's going to be weighing heavily on you in the near future to come. It's not going to be a happy time. Let's just put it this way. This situation isn't going to be a happy time for you. I don't see it being an outright, complete disaster or anything. It's just going to leave you down a bit and kind of regretful of something, you might have been able to change in the past. All right, April. Sorry that couldn't have been better for you. Next up, we have Lisa. Okay, I can tell you right offhand, Lisa, that the majority of these cards point toward money issues. Okay. First of all, someone has given you or soon will give you good news about money or something of value. Something of monetary value. I'm not sure exactly what it's referring to, but it seems to possibly come from a man. And if I had to limit it down, I would say maybe a dark-haired man, possibly a father figure or something. That's just a general possibility. I'll leave it at that. I won't, I don't know for sure. Okay, in the past, it looks like you were doing pretty good, in control of things. You've gotten some good news about the family or the house, something about the household, the family. It looks like the family life, the household was going well. I don't know what happened, but for some reason it seems like you turned and walked away from a good situation. And this card here refers to that change. And whatever you walked away from, it looks like you made a mistake. Because your world's going to go a little wacky after that. And money will become an issue. So really, be careful about if you still have this opportunity to change this, be careful and don't rock the boat, okay? Because it's going to leave you kind of regretful in the end. But in the long run, I see you having a good relationship, a good good terms with it could be a partner, it could be a friend, a family member, a business partner. Some relationship between you and someone else is going to be going pretty smoothly. Or you might meet somebody, it's going to go well. But, okay, Lisa, I hope maybe that makes sense for you. Now, the last reading for the tarot. It's going to be for Cassie. Okay. All right. Now, off the bat, you're regretting something. You're looking back on something and wish you had done things differently. And perhaps you're also feeling kind of lonely, feeling like you're on your own and wanting to be part of, things and, maybe wanting companionship too. But at the same time, like the household seems to be going pretty well. Everything seems like it's pretty content. In the past, I've seen some bickering, some squabbling, petty fights, nothing real serious or anything. And it's like, then you got your high priestess on here, and she kind of helped get control over things in your favor, separate the right from the wrong, and things were going good. And someone betrayed you. Slightly. Nothing major. Not a major betrayal. But it hurt. And you got over it. It was one of those things. It was like a paper cut. It hurt, but, it healed up easily. But, I see coming up kind of a focus less on the spiritual and more on the domestic monetary issues going on. I don't see any other sign of money issues, though. I see you getting along really good though with somebody. It could be a partner, it could be a friend, a family member. Some relationships going to go exceedingly well for you here coming up. But at the same time, it looks like things at home are going to be going a little awry, I should say. Perhaps someone's going to give you bad news or something that affects in a negative way the household, the family members, something involving your personal life. And it doesn't look like things are going to be progressing very well from that point for a little while. It looks like things are going to become a little stagnant. And in the end, it looks like it might really affect your patience, really kind of upset you and try your patience. That's what I'm trying to say. It's going to be a little bit frustrating coming up. And that's pretty much it, Cassie. Okay? Wish it went a little bit further, but it's actually it's kind of going all over the place here. But there you go. And I think that's the last one for the tarot. Let me check on one more thing. Yep, that was all for the tarot. Well, thanks for joining us. Blessed be. Peace. And remember, believe. Bye-bye.